Okay, so I got this from Amazon this morning, right as I got home from work. So I went and slept for a little bit and came back to it. And here we go. This is uh, another Masters Universe Origins unboxing. Man-E-Faces, heroic human robot monster. Turn head for 3 different faces, just like the original one. And of course, we got a nice piece of artwork on the back showing Man-E-Faces transforming from a normal actor in a spacesuit into a into a monster in a spacesuit. So, in my own head canon, the play that Man-E-Faces is in, he's playing an astronaut. So that's why he's dressed like that. It says the actor Man-E-Faces changes his face to portray different roles on stage and in battle. So, and then the illustrations on the back here of turn, he's human. Turn, he's a robot. Turn, he's a monster. So yeah, just like when I was a kid. Man-E-Faces was one that we mainly loved because of the gimmick. Like, the character didn't actually appear in that much stuff, and he was kind of inconsistent in how he was portrayed. Like, sometimes when he in the mini comic, when he turned into a monster, he was a bad guy, but on the animated show, it was just another face he would wear, and he could wear more than 3 faces. So anyway, let's go ahead and open them up. So I was thinking that the mini comic that came with Battle Armor He-Man would be the same one that came with this assortment of figures, but it looks like I was mistaken. And in fact, it comes with a different mini comic with 2 Orcos on there. So if you're somebody who finds Orco annoying, there's twice as much Orco in this comic. I like Orco though, so I don't really care. Yeah, it's got Trapjaw in it and Scareglow, and it looks like Orco gets captured by the bad guys. And then Skeletor actually disguises himself as Orco. So, the more sinister looking Orco on this cover, that's actually Skeletor. So yeah, the artwork's nice. It's the same artist that's been doing these mini comics. Which, I don't know who it is, and I don't see a credit, so I can't tell you who it is. But there's another mini comic for me. Now let's go ahead and get him out of the package. And he's got his gun taped to the back here, which I'm not sure. It seems to me like it's smaller than the gun that came with the original, but unfortunately I don't have the original Man-E-Faces gun to compare. Well, let's get our X-Acto knife, and we can get that open. It also is like, I think, a much brighter orange, much more on the yellowy fluorescent side. I remember it being a much more reddish orange on the original toy. But there it is. And it, like, it's that more sort of rubbery plastic, like the Origins often come with. Why did I put that back? I know I'm going to need it again. For the damnable rubber bands, bane of my existence. There we go. And he's got a lot of detailing that's different from the original figure. Like, if you had the original figure, you remember that the top of the helmet's just kind of flat. And this puts some of the detailing of the cross-cell artwork on there. And a lot of the pre-production designs. I've had a lot of complaints about this particular figure having much more sloppy paint details than the other figures, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that he's got like paint maskings on his arms that other figures don't have. And if you look at him on the screen, like I'm looking at him on the screen right now, it seems like there's a slightly different shade of orange on his torso and his arms, but that's not actually like that visible in real life. It's just because the torso on his the torso is molded in orange, and the arms are painted orange. And actually, the thighs are molded in orange too. So that's why it looks different. So let's see how his head gimmick works. If we turn the... Yep, now he's a human, and now he's a robot. So in the mini comic, Man-E-Faces became like this because Skeletor cursed him and turned him into a monster. And then he was evil. He was Skeletor's servant. And the goddess used her magic to turn him back into a human. And Skeletor and the goddess were fighting over Man-E-Faces, transforming him back and forth between human and monster, until finally there was like a big magic burst, and he just wound up being a robot who's supposed to be like more sort of neutral. They never explained on the Filmation show, I don't think, why exactly he could transform. But in the Filmation show, he seemed in control of all of his different identities. The way I played with Man-E-Faces when I was a kid was that I was following the mini-comics origin, and I decided that Man-E-Faces eventually gained control of all of his personalities, and once he did, he could transform into the monster or the robot at will, and they would grant him like extra powers. Like the robot was more sort of like for intelligence and calculating and super smart. So if he transformed into the robot, he could figure things out much more easily. And if he turned into the monster, that one was super strength and durability. And he didn't really have complete control over the monster form in my stories. He was kind of like the Incredible Hulk, and when he turned into the monster, he just kind of had to aim himself in the right direction. Let's put the gun in the hand. And it seems like, there we go. It was a little tough getting the gun into the hand, probably because the handle, like I said, is a little more rubbery, and the hand is actually more stiff. So I have to kind of force it in there a little bit. And it almost looks like the hand is kind of warping the gun slightly. I don't know if you can see that on camera. But yeah, it looks enough like the original Man-E-Faces gun, but I think it's a little smaller. I can't really tell without the original one to compare it to. So, also another neat thing about this one I noticed is that you can turn his head, which the original one could not do that. So the helmet actually rotates, and you can see when I move the head, the actual face inside moves along with it. So they did a really good job with the engineering of this. So, the paint masking on mine doesn't look too bad. Like I said, there'd been a lot of complaints I'd seen about the paint masking on the Man-E-Faces figures, but mine seems okay. There's a little bit of a mark here, and maybe like the edging of the masking isn't quite as smooth as it could be, but I don't think it looks bad, especially if you're going to stand it on your shelf or whatever, or give it to a kid to play with. He's not going to care about, little imperfections like that. He's just going to be like, this is a cool toy, and play with it. So, Man-E-Faces, good figure. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get this up, though, because my internet is actually out at my house right now. So, yeah, but at least I can film this, and if I don't have this up later today, I will probably have it up tomorrow. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, if you're interested in seeing me talk about more stuff, just like, subscribe, all that kind of crap at the bottom. And that's it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.